Okay, so this is a video for only the slip knot, which is an essential part if you're going to be an upholsterer, even for you homeowners, because we're going to be doing videos showing how to put buttons back in on sofas, the buttons that have popped on a sofa or a chair, that can save the homeowner thousands of dollars. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a really slow slip knot. I'm going to do it a couple of times. I'm going to make it really slow, and then you can all just replay it. And I would suggest that you just get this knot down. Really, it's a useful knot in other areas too, but especially in upholstery, you really need to know how to do it. But buttons are essentially, you just can't fix a button without a slip knot. So let's show you. Okay, so you definitely need a nylon, some type of nylon twine. A cotton twine's no good because it will break. If you could take a thread and pull it and break it, it's no good. You need to use nylon. This happens to be a tufting twine, but you can go to any arts and crafts store perhaps and get a substitute that would work. Okay, so what you want to do is, first of all, you'll be inside the chair, wherever you are, you're inside the chair, or you're doing another application, you're around an edge roll or something like that. You'll see my other videos for that. And hopefully you'll be going on subscribing, definitely. But to get even more detail, you really have to take the online classes, which I really highly advise you to do, because we're showing it's an apprenticeship working with me, an apprentice working with me, and they're asking all the questions that you all would be asking. So I think it's a great value too. So what we're going to do is this. So it has to be loose. Whatever you're wrapping around, whether it be the inside of a sofa on a clasp, or around an edge roll or anything, it has to be loose like this. That's your first step. And the thread, usually it's about 1 yard long that you cut. Okay, and I'm a right-handed person, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this as a right-handed person. So what we're going to do is we're holding the thread, we're holding each thread like this in each hand. I have my index finger and my thumb wrapped, right? And then I'm going to take my index finger over here and I'm twisting it like that. So this whole, and then I'm going to let go my right. And what I've done is I've created this crossover. That's what we're doing. Okay, we're going to take the right twine and we're going to throw it over the top. And then we're going to come underneath, and then we're going to go through the loop nearest your finger. Okay, and you'll know if you did this right if you end up with the figure 8 over here. I'll just show you that, figure 8. See that? Okay, and the right twine, as a right-handed person, is what tightens it. You don't want to tighten it that much. And your left twine, now that you could just pull the left twine, the right is what locks it, the left is what tightens. See? Watch this. See that? Look at that. That's a slip knot, and it's tightening. And then once you get it, see how small the 8's getting? And you might want to just pull this a little bit to get the 8 a little smaller before you get to the end here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your fingers and push it in like so. If it's a button, you're tightening on the other side, you're pushing the button through, or if it's some other application, you're wrapping two materials around one another. That's what's tightening it. And then on your right twine is your lock, and you lock it. So there it is, the slip knot, which we use in a lot of applications in upholstery. So we hope to see you as a subscriber, please. That encourages us. And as we move forward, we're going to be doing a lot of these small little quick fix tips, and I hope to save you all a lot of money. Thanks.